Hello guys, welcome back to the weekly analysis of the company. Yes, I know that this video is coming late, but after collecting a lot of research, we came up with one of the best company or dominant company in FMCG sector. So today we will have a detailed look on Hindustan Unilever Ltd. In this video, we will have a detailed look about the company's business, fundamental key highlights, balance sheet and PL account, holdings and pros and cons of the company, and inside trade of the company. And at last, I will share you my own view about this company, whether you should go for this company or not. So stay tuned. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel and share with your friends and family. And if you have already done that, then thanks for supporting the channel. It really means a lot for us. So at first we will know what the company actually do. So Hindustan Unilever is a FMCG business company of food care, health, personal care, food and refreshments category. The company has a manufacturing facilities all across the country and sell their products in India and also in some other countries. Now let's see some of the famous brand which is owned by Hindustan Unilever. So the brands which are like in skin designing the company like Dove, Lifebuoy, Lux, Perils, which we already know, Liver Ayush. In oral care like Pepsodent, Close Up, Liver Ayush, and in hair care like Dove, Liver Ayush, Tresemme, and in skin care like Glow and Lovely, Pond's, Vaseline, Lakme, and in color cosmetics like Lakme. These are some of the famous brands which this company owns in its portfolio. Now we will have a look on the company's revenue model. So the company gets 29% of revenue from home care segment. The company sells products from various categories under this segment. It's provided from a large portfolio that straddles the economy paradise with strong presence of brand across the mass, progress and premium segment. Some companies under home care segments like house care, Vim, like Sif, and in fabric washes like Comfort, Wheel, Reen, Surf Excel, Love and Care, and in purifiers like Pureit. Eventually, the companies also have different categories like 29% of revenues of the company come from foods and refreshment segment, which maybe includes in a form of tea, jam, ketchups, coffee, syrup, ice creams and nutritions. And the company also have footprint company. In footprint, you can see that around 90% of all households in India use one or more of the company's branded product. Company is also the leading market leader in many product categories such as skin cleaning, skin care, hair care, fabric washes, household care, tea, health food drinks and ketchups. It is the market leader in 90% of its business. The manufacturing capability. In manufacturing, the company has 31 manufacturing facilities. Various other third-party manufacturer produces goods for the company. Its manufactures plants are located across all India. Company has also innovated something digitally. So company has just launched his own app which is Sikhar, which provides the retail outlet with branded products of the company directly without any salesman. So, and when this e-commerce has been introduced, the company has shown a 2x in growth in sales from e-commerce in a single year. Now, the company has entered into the scheme of amalgamations with a list company. And in 2020, the company has various mergers, including that one of the biggest company is GSK CH, which is one of the leading company. There is a merger between the GSK and the HUL. The GSK usually own Horlicks along with different other popular brand names like Boost, Malvota and Baiba. This was the all thing about the company's product and everything about what the company is. Now we will have a look on the fundamental key highlights. So at first we will have a look on the graph of the company. So the current price of the company is 2,650 rupees as on 23 October 2022. The all-time high of the company was 2,734 rupees, where the low was 1,901 rupees. The company has generated 6.34% return in 1 year to its shareholders. Now we will have a look on the fundamental key highlights of the company. So the market cap of the company is 6,22,000 crores. The PE of the company is 67.8. The ROCE, which is return on capital employed, is 24.4%. The book value of the company is 209 rupees. The ROE, which is return on equity, is 18.4%. The dividend yield of the company is 1.3%. The face value is 1 rupees. Whereas the 5 years return is 15.6%. The 5 years profit is 15.6. The sales for 5 years is 9.6%. Now let's see the other players in this same sector. So we will just compare the company with its competitors. Like Hindustan Unilever stands on the first list, whereas you can see there are many other companies like Gillette, like Colgate and PNG Hygiene. So you can just pause the video and just compare if you want to. Now we will go and look on the fundamental highlights of the company. So now we will discuss about the quarterly results of the company. So in quarterly results, the operating profit on June 2019 was 724 crores, whereas in June 2022 it's almost 3,402 crores. The net profit of the company on June 2019 was almost 800 crores, whereas in June 2022 it's almost 2,400 crores after paying all the expenses and after deducting the taxes. The company's OPM, which is operating profit margin, on June 2019 was 26%, whereas in June 2022 it's almost 23%. The earning per share of the companies keep on increasing, as in June 2019 it was around 8.2 rupees, whereas right now in June 2022 it's almost around 10.13 rupees. And in quarterly result, if you compare the June 2022 with June 2021, you can see there is a slightly growth in the company. The net profit after paying all the taxes on June 2021, it almost around 2,100 crores, whereas in June 2022, it's almost around 2,400 crores. Now we will have a look on the PL account of the company, which is profit and loss account of the company. So the operating profit on March 2012 was 3,500 crores, whereas right now it's almost around 13,338 crores. The OPM, which is operating profit margin of the company on March 2012 was 15%, whereas right now it's almost around 24%. The net profit after paying the taxes and all the expenses on March 2012 was 2,800 crores, whereas right now it's almost around 9,183 crores. The earning per share of the company on March 2012 was 12.91 rupees, whereas right now it's almost around 40 rupees. The dividend yield of the company is good. The dividend payout of the company on March 2012 was 58%, whereas right on March 2022 it's almost around 90%. So you can have a look that OPM, which is the operating profit margin of the company, has increased over time. Like in March 2012 it was around 15%, but right now it's almost around 24 to 25%, which is a slightly growth in the OPM. So, and eventually the sales of the company has increases, which leads to the increase of the expenses, but overall you can see that the company's profit and loss account is looking good. Now we will have a look on the balance sheet of the company. So let's have a look on the balance sheet. So in reserve on March 2011, the company has an amount of 2,500 crores, whereas on March 2022 it's almost around 50,000 crores. The company has started borrowing some money. As on March 2021, it's almost around 1,009 crores, and in March 2022, it's almost around 1,043 crores. The company's other liability, which may be included in a form of long-term loans, has increased. As in March 2011, it was around 7,613 crores, whereas right now on March 2022, it's almost around 20,402 crores. But if you see on the assets column, which is on fixed assets, the company's fixed asset on March 2011 was 2,223 crores, whereas in March 2022, it's almost around 51,000 crores. The investment of the company has increased. As on March 2011, it was around 1,200 crores, whereas in March 2022, it's almost around 3,520 crores. The other assets, which may be included in a form of debtor, inventory, the company's total other assets on March 2011 was around 6,600 crores, which has increased. In March 2022, it's almost around 14,200 crores. So this was the balance sheet of the company. Now we will have a look on the cash flow of the company. So the net profit, the net cash flow come out after deducting the investment activities and financial activities from operating activities. So in March 2012, the net cash flow was around 700 crores, whereas right now on March 2022, it's almost around in negative 700 crores. Just because the company has some huge financial activities which the company has performed, eventually the company has also invested some of this money in buying off some of the other companies and after paying some of the loans, and especially on paying out the expenses which the company has taken in a form of long-term loans, or you can say in other liabilities. Now let's have a look on the main ratios of the company. This is the most important thing which will give you the overlook of the company. So the debtors day of the company, if you compare with March 2011 to March 2022, there is a little bit decrease of 2, as the debtors day ratio measures how quickly cash has been collected from debtors. So you can see that sometimes it's very close, like on March 2020 it was around 11, which again has got increases over time. So this was debtors day. You can say that the inventory day has also decreased, as on March 2011 was around 124 days, which has been decreases to 65 days as on March 2022. The inventory day is also showing a nice ratio. So inventory day is basically the average time a company keeps its inventory before it is sold. And the last one is cash conversion cycle. So you can see there is a negative on the cash conversion cycle. So what does that mean? So it means that the number of days that the company takes to convert its investment in inventory and other resources into cash flow from sales. And I have already told you about ROC, which is return on capital employed, so there wouldn't be any type of trouble on that. So this was the overall main ratios of the company. Now we will have a look on the inside trades of the company. So in inside trades, you can just pause the video and watch it out, the person's name or the company's name, including the average prices, the quantity, and also the values in lakhs. You can see the green one is buy and the red one is sell. So this was the recent data of 2022. You can have a look that there is a sell by the two persons. The quantity was around 1,800 and 733. So this was the overall inside trades. Now let's move on the pros and cons of the company. So in pros, the company has almost debt free. The company has given a good return on equity. In 3 years, the company has given a ROE of 28.4%. The company has also maintained a healthy dividend yield of 96.4%. Now we will see the cons of the company. The stock is almost trading 12.6 times its book value. The company has delivered a poor sales growth in 9.6% over the last 5 years. Even the promoter's holding has decreased over last 3 years with 5.28%. So now let's have a look on the holdings of the company if we are going to tell about. So in holdings, on March 2022, company's promoters hold around 61.9% of the company. The mutual funds own 3.46%. The other DII owns almost 8%. The FII, which is foreign institutional investors, hold 13.66%. The retail and other owns 12.83% of the company. Whereas in June, the company's promoters holding remain the same, which is unplaced of 61.9%. The mutual funds is again same, which is 3.464%. The DII has increased its stake to 8.55% on June 2022. The FII has decreased its stake, and you can see that it is almost around 13.3%. The retail is also decreased with 12.60%. So this was the holding of the company. Now let's have a look on the investment checklist of the company, which is provided by the ticker tape. So the current price of the company is more than the intrinsic value, which is the negative sign. The stock has generated a good return than FD. So this is the positive sign. The stock is also offer a good dividend return. It is a good time to consider, as the stock is not on overbought zone. The stock is not on ASM or GSM list, and there isn't any promoters share holding which is in place. So this was the overall investment checklist. Now my view about this company. So let's have a look about what I think about this company, whether you should add this company to your portfolio or not. So the fundamentals of the company is looking good. Even the net profit and OPM is quite good, which is around 28% of OPM. If you just compare 26 to 27%, the cash flow of the company is good. If you just compare, if the company doesn't invest its money in buying more companies, overall the cash flow of the company is good. There is one negative side of this HUL which has been introduced recently. So Hindustan Unilever's many dry shampoos brands, which include Sturv, Tresemme, Sorve, which provide, there is a possibility of having a cancer risk in this particular brand's product. So this was the negative side of the company, which has been recently discovered, and eventually the current price is looking very high. But you can see that in June 2022 there is a little bit decrease on the current price of the company. The current price of the company was around 1950 rupees on that particular month, or just between in that. So I will just prefer to buy this company shares as minimum as possible, just because the company is good, it's absolutely good, and its company comes under the big FMCG company. So overall you can eventually get a good return from this if you invested in this company. So this was about my view about this company. That company is overall a good one. There isn't any promoters shares which is pledged. So but overall the company has, some of the product is looking bad. So this is my view about this company, and this is not a buy or sell recommendation video. This is just for your personal knowledge. Do your own analysis before investing. So thank you so much for spending some time with us. We will back with another topic. Till then, bye and have a nice day. And don't forget to just comment us of which company do you like to see the fundamental video. So bye bye and have a nice day. Bye bye.